There's a moment, so small you almost miss it, when your own mind stops being yours. It decides for you. It reacts for you. It repeats the same old patterns before you even notice the thought has started. And here's the strange part. Most people never realize this takeover happened, but you're about to. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Let's begin. Most people think the mind is a tool, something they use. But the truth is much darker. Your mind is a machine that runs on autopilot, and it's programmed mostly by fear, habit, and old experiences you don't even remember. Think about this. Have you ever felt resistance to something you know you should do? A simple task suddenly feels impossible. Your energy disappears, your focus scatters, your motivation evaporates. This isn't laziness. This isn't a lack of discipline. This is your mind protecting a version of you that doesn't even exist anymore. The mind prefers the familiar, even when the familiar is destroying you. And the moment you try to step out of who you've been, you feel that invisible pull to stay exactly the same. If this sounds familiar, here's the question that matters. If you can't even control your own mind, who or what has been controlling your life until now? Keep that question in your pocket as we move forward. Let's make this simple. There's one principle used by Japanese psychologists and behavioral experts that changes everything. Interrupt before the mind takes over. Not after. Not when you're already drowning in thoughts. Before. Here's the mistake most people make. They try to change their life after the mental pattern has already kicked in. That's like trying to stop a car once it's already at full speed. Instead, the method is this. You learn to catch the mind in the tiny moment before it repeats the old pattern. A 2-second window, a micro delay, a flicker of awareness. And once you see that flicker, you interrupt it. You stand up, you breathe, you touch something cold, you speak a word, you move your eyes. Anything. What matters isn't what you do. What matters is that you break the automatic loop, because the mind cannot continue a pattern that has been interrupted. It's like unplugging a machine mid-process. But here's the real curiosity. If your entire life is built on automatic thoughts, what happens when you start interrupting them? Let's go deeper. People think mental mastery is about motivation. It's not. It's about repetition, precise and intentional repetition. Every time you interrupt an old pattern, you weaken the pathway. Every time you choose a new action, you strengthen a new one. Your mind begins to learn. This is the new direction. Think of it like training a muscle. Not dramatic, not emotional, just consistent. Here's the fascinating part. After a few days of doing this, you'll notice something subtle. The moments where the mind used to take over suddenly feel silent. There's space, there's pause, there's clarity. And inside that pause lives the one thing most people never experience. Choice. Real choice. Not emotional reaction, not habit, not fear. You become able to choose your thoughts instead of being dragged by them. And once you taste that, your old life no longer fits you. When you interrupt old patterns long enough, something unexpected happens. You stop identifying with the old you, the version of you who hesitated, the version who reacted automatically, the version who avoided what mattered. That you becomes a memory, and a new identity forms. Quietly, not dramatically. You begin to trust yourself. You begin to think clearly. You begin to feel more like the person you always knew you could be. But here's the twist most people never see coming. Your mind doesn't like losing control. As you grow, it will try to pull you back. You'll feel small temptations, tiny doubts, familiar excuses. Not because you're failing, but because you're changing. That's the moment you know the method is working. So here's all you need to remember. See the pattern. Interrupt the pattern. Choose the new direction. Repeat until it becomes who you are. And if you want more videos like this, calm, direct, and made to actually help you change, you're welcome to stay. Hit subscribe and like only if you feel this spoke to something real inside you. No pressure. You choose, just like your mind will from now on.